So all the things that you have laid out, the bank statement will have everything there for you to look at and be able to reconcile everything. And you use, like I said, I use an online cloud-based program, QuickBooks, as an example, to be a source to help my clients reconcile their accounts monthly. So why is it important for every business to reconcile their accounts? Well, you can catch errors because banks do make errors. Yes, the banks can make errors, and if you catch the errors, you can go to the bank and tell them that they made an error. You have the proof on your bank records based on your accounting procedures, what you purchased. And banks do make mistakes, and you have to really keep the banks accountable, because if it's the other way around, they're going to come after you if you are in the wrong. So you have that right to make the banks accountable for mistakes that they make, and just approach them, talk to the customer service person, or go right into your local bank, if you have a community bank or just your local bank, just to reconcile the problem that you had with their errors. So, and sometimes there's things like double charges. Things can be charged twice without, this is part of making mistakes again. And sometimes there's missed payments. How many times have you thought that you paid for something and you realize later that, man, I thought I paid, and what people do sometimes, they're on their phones, and if you are an online person that likes to pay your invoices, and when I say invoice, I'm talking your personal home utility bills, and maybe you use your app from your bank to make the payments, and you open up the app and you have everything ready, and then something happens, you get a phone call and something sidetracks your mind. But in your mind, you think you did it. And then later on you realize that utility wasn't paid, and you're getting emails, you're getting phone calls about it because you thought it was done. So sometimes we have to be able to do these things to catch if the payments have been made. All right. So, and when we do monthly reconciliations, we can spot quickly maybe unauthorized transactions that can happen. There are a lot of fraud going on today. You may have received emails from certain companies talking about that you have to reconcile this speeding citation. You have to come into the local post office and deal with this, pick up this package, and different things that are happening today. You have to do your due diligence and be careful. One of the other reasons why it's good to do this and reconcile your accounts is that you will avoid surprises. Nobody likes surprises when it comes to financial situations. When you think something has been handled and it hasn't been handled, or you realize that you've been overcharged but you didn't check into it, and later on you find out that you were overcharged and it's too late to reconcile the problem. So when you reconcile your accounts monthly, you can avoid problems. So no one likes to find out they're short on cash. Have you ever gone to the restaurant and you're swiping your credit card and nothing's happening? And if you're like me, I have more than one credit card, and sometimes I've gone into places, and it's not because I didn't have the cash, but the bank made a mistake and they froze my account or my credit card,